In today's masterclass, we are working with Destiny and her Pionus, Manila. Manila is very aggressive and seems to just shut down. He'll do a little bit of training and then he turns aggressive on a dime. We began the masterclass session by going into diet and sleep like we do with all of the consultations. And at first glance, it sounded okay. Then we watched an interaction. And during the training session, we didn't see a whole lot of motivation, although everything should have been set up for success. This led us to believe that there might be a little more digging that needs to be done into the diet. Destiny had mentioned that Manila would get aggressive with targeting. So I walked her through how to place the target stick in the right direction, where if it was too low, he might be aggressive. If it was too high, he may not be able to reach it. So we found the sweet spot where he was able to touch the target stick with just his upper mandible and tongue, so we could start to pair calm with target training. Awesome. See how it was impossible for that lower mandible to bite?
Yeah.
That's one of the big tips for target training, where we're going to be capturing the emotion involved with the behavior that he's learning. So if he is reaching down and biting it, we're putting aggression on cue. But if we're having him reach up and touch it with his upper mandible and or tongue, it's hard to be pissed off and lick something, right? So we're getting him to do that. And that's we're pairing that emotion instead of an aggressive bite with like, okay, we reach up and we touch it. During this process, we quickly saw that escalation that she talked about. And although it was subtle at first, it was probably around the 4th or 5th repetition, he reached a little bit too far. He slightly missed the target stick and then she clicked, which was okay, but then he aggressively took the treat. It was almost as if he was getting really frustrated with the whole process. As we dove into this, we realized that she was feeding quite the mix of different diet, right? There's a lot of seed mix. There was a lot of stuff in the diet that shouldn't have been there.
You could tell they gave him like Cheetos.
Oh boy.
Anytime you like have anything out that sounds like a bag,
Like crinkle the bag?
He's like, oh, I will behave for you.
Oh no.
And I'm
Okay.
like, okay.
The little girl said that it was in the house, said he loves Cheetos. Just give him Cheetos.
And the further we dove into it, the more we realized that he's probably getting a little crabby because he gets this stuff for free, which made it totally make sense that he would shut down after 3, 4, or 5 repetitions, because it's almost like, why put forward the effort when I get this stuff in my diet for free? Unfortunately, most of the consultation with her today at the masterclass was all about fixing the foundation of diet. But I will point out, the challenge that she had is that she was taking input from so many different sources. As we say at BirdTricks, pick a trainer, pick a path. I think that a lot of different trainers all have great intention and want to get you and your bird to the right path, to the right end result of the perfect pet parrot. But when you combine different methods and advice from a multitude of sources, it ends up getting very cloudy for the bird, rather than a clear, custom cut path that's designed just specifically for your goal. She kind of fell into that trap where all this advice from too many different voices was coming in and just muddying the water. The end result is that Destiny just really needs to go home and spend some time completing the diet conversion process. She started it, she worked towards it, she hit some hurdles, which is really common for a lot of people with their parrots, but she's, I think, decided how important that is and what steps she needs to do to be able to get her bird onto the right diet, and really so she can work with this bird and have it not be frustrated after 3, 4, or 5 repetitions. If you're struggling with diet conversion, we do have some free resources on our website. The diet conversion course comes free with any sort of food purchase, so make sure you go to birdtricks.com and check it out today.